Evelyn approached the mansion with a mix of excitement and apprehension. The old wooden door creaked open, revealing the dimly lit interior. Shadows danced along the walls, and the air was thick with the scent of damp wood and decay. She took a deep breath, adjusting her pantyhose and high heels, and stepped inside, the sound of her footsteps echoing through the empty halls. Evelyn moved cautiously through the main corridor, her eyes scanning her surroundings for any signs of the supernatural. The flickering candlelight cast long shadows, and she couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. A portrait on the wall seemed to follow her with its eyes, sending a shiver down her spine. As she reached the end of the hallway, a sudden gust of wind blew out the candles, plunging her into darkness. Evelyn's heart raced as she squinted to make out the figure before her. The ghost's hollow eyes seemed to bore into her soul, and an involuntary gasp escaped her lips.
"Who are you?"
she whispered, her voice barely audible over the pounding of her heart. In response, the ghost let out a chilling wail, sending Evelyn stumbling backward in terror. Evelyn cried out, clutching her ankle as tears of pain mixed with those of fear. The throbbing was intense, and she could feel the swelling already starting beneath her fingertips. She tried to steady herself against the wall, but the ghostly figure seemed to close in on her.
"Please, stay back."
She pleaded, her voice trembling. Evelyn gritted her teeth, determined to escape despite the injury. She leaned heavily on the wall, attempting to put weight on her injured foot. The pain was excruciating, and her ankle gave out beneath her. She collapsed onto the floor, her breaths coming in ragged gasps. Evelyn glanced up at the ghost, which now seemed to regard her with a mournful gaze. Evelyn lay on the floor, her fear gradually subsiding as daylight crept into the room. The ghost was gone, leaving her alone with her thoughts and her injury. She managed to sit up, wincing at the pain in her ankle. Evelyn knew she needed help and slowly began to crawl toward the exit. The haunting experience etched into her memory. As she reached the door, Evelyn promised herself that this would be her last visit to the haunted house.